up, faithful? What's up, faithful? What's up, faithful? What's
Hey, everybody.
What's going
Good
on?
evening, everyone.
What's
Good
going
evening.
Absolutely, absolutely. Welcome to our show, the Always Faithful 24/7 show. My name is Mark _Faithful 87, representing our beautiful show. What's up, Uncle Keith?
I'm doing well. How about you?
All is well, brother. Our first lady, Niners Jess. What's up?
Doing awesome.
Absolutely. K Jizzle from the West Coast. What's up, bro?
Hey, we do the most out here.
Yeah.
I know that's right. P Warrior, what's going on, my brother?
Well, you know my motto is, man, I'm a bang bang till I can't no more, baby. Y'all know what it is.
I know that's right. Bang, bang, game. Our GM of the show, Prez, what's up, my brother?
Chilling. You know we outside, man.
Yes, sir, we're always outside. It rains, sleet, or snow. We outside.
Yes, sir.
Our special guest, our faithful Huddle, and our faithful viewers of our show, Jason Hurley. Welcome to our show, bro. How you doing?
Thank you. Good. How are you guys doing tonight?
All is
Good.
well.
Welcome. Glad to have you on.
Welcome to
Thank
our
you.
show.
Glad to be here.
Absolutely.
Glad to be here.
Absolutely. So we're gonna move forward in regards to our show. To our faithful viewers, we're gonna have a 2-hour show. The first part of our show, we're going to preview the final preseason game tomorrow night. And the second hour of our show, we're going to discuss the 49ers cap space with NFL cap guru himself, Jason Hurley. So move right along. I hear some feedback in the background. I don't know, somebody watching TV or somebody talking.
Not me. I'm in.
Not me.
Okay, I hear something in the background talking. Anyway, all right, let's go forward with our show, Faithful Huddle, and our faithful viewers. To our faithful viewers, thank you for tuning into our show. God bless you. Thank you for your availability, your time, and your support. So we're gonna move forward. Okay, Faithful Huddle. So, being that I was mentioning earlier, we're gonna preview tomorrow night's game. What are your expectations from the starters in the first half? I want to start with you, Uncle Keith. What's up, bro?
I think that from the starters, I want to look at our running backs, what I'm most focused on. I think there's some questions there that need to be answered. Mitchell, your fullback, and I'm really interested to see if Hasty gets a few reps with the first offensive line.
Right.
I think that's essential because the way the running backs are being hit and hurt this year, even in preseason, we need to get as much depth as possible with the first team. We want to see what we really have. Out of all the positions offensively, I think the biggest question is, past the first two, is who the rest of our running backs are going to be, in what order. That's my personal opinion. As far as wide receiver, let them horses run.
I know that's right.
Who you put out there, with our top gun out there, it's going to be fun to watch.
Right.
All right, offensive line, Trey is an offensive line savior, period. Let him see how he handles the steps, see how he releases the ball, see how he turns, see how he thinks on the run. But running back, receivers, and watching Trey with the first offensive line, first team offensive line. I'm not worried about my tight end so much. I'm not worried about special teams because I think that Ray is going to be the bomb.
Right.
So I think Ray has, to answer your question, I think Ray has a breakthrough game. I think Hasty with the first team the offensive line has a great showing. And I think Mason, I forgot Mason. So I'm really most focused on running backs.
Absolutely. Okay, our first lady, what are your expectations from our starters in the first half?
I'm going to go off of what Uncle Keith said. I'm going to be looking at the running backs, but it's just going to be so great to see most of the starters out there and just see, how they start to gel. I'll also be looking at the offensive line as well. I'm sure the entire fan base. But yeah, I'm just excited to have the starters out there. I don't. Apparently, Kyle Shanahan said that Trey, he was going to play a half, and now he's going to play a couple series. So we'll see what happens. But ready for tomorrow.
Yeah, I agree. Real quick, I think we're going to see him for the first half only. I'm more excited regarding Trey Lance, confidence in his command of the whole offense. Mine is just very direct, really just focused on Trey Lance. With all the starters for that first half, I'm really just previewing him and how he's going to command and direct verbally and also physically with that offense of team. K Jizzle, what's up, bro? What are your expectations for our starters in the first half, bro?
So I got a couple of them. I believe I want to see Mason get some first team reps as the running back so we could really see. And then it's not like, oh, well, you just only did this in the fourth quarter type thing. I want to see him get those, And then I also want to, with Trey Lance, I really feel like we already know what he is. He's a gamer, man. Like people keep talking about practice, and you can go back to Allen Iverson, man. Word to Allen AI, man. We talking about practice, bro. This boy's a gamer. You know what I mean? Jimmy G threw 5 picks in practice, bro. But he actually did it in the games too. So you can't call him a gamer. You know what I mean?
Right.
And so if we just look at it like that, it's like, man, this is the kind of things we're looking at in the preseason. And besides that, I feel like we're looking at the secondary. We're gonna look at the secondary. Mosley's back now. This secondary is probably going to take that next step into pushing us ahead of the pack. I'm trying to say, ain't nobody got the D line in the secondary that we're going to bring it to the table in the whole league.
Yeah,
and that's all I got to say on that.
I'm excited for Emmanuel Mosley. Like he came back.
I'm excited about this whole secondary.
Yeah.
Like, man, they get paid to burglarize. They get paid to steal.
He had an interception first practice back.
Hey, I'd rather have an interception than a sack. And as much as I love sack and D line play, I'd rather have an interception. It's a turnover.
Ain't nothing like a takeaway.
Listen,
whether it's at the bank or the ball game, ain't nothing like a takeaway.
Listen, whoever starts alongside Mosley, whoever's going to be cornerback number 1, as long as they be irritating like a mosquito, that's all I care about regarding that first half, man. So with that said, I'm going to move forward with our brother P. Warrior. What's up, bro? Who you expect? Well, what are your expectations from the starters in the first half, bro?
Well, preferably nobody get hurt. Yeah. I mean, I ain't really worrying. We know what the team is. We know what certain positions are. So it's not like we gotta just, for me, I've been looking at the offensive line and the running backs the first 2 weeks anyway. I ain't worrying about the defensive line. I ain't worrying about linebackers. I ain't worrying about the cornerbacks. I'm not worrying about the safety position. I'm not worrying about the receivers because we know what we have there. We gonna beast at those positions. We got some of the best in the league at those positions. I'm not worrying about that. I'm not worrying about the second stringers behind them.
Right.
You saw what they did in the Minnesota game. Hell, Ivan was watching the game and I was like, man, Purdy looking good out there. You might have to try to find a way to keep him on the roster. Some kind of way. I'm not worrying about that.
Did you say Purdy?
All I want, Yeah,
I said
Purdy
okay.
Purdy. I'm looking at all I want to see from Trey Lance is, man, look, if y'all get the ball first, you take this ball down the field, you use the weapons that's available to you. If y'all get a touchdown out of it, that's great. I want to see you command the huddle. I want to see you make plays. I want to see you run the offense. That's what Kyle looking for, so that's what I'm looking for.
Right.
As far as the running backs, man, whoever you start in there, you got to start an offensive line. if it's Mason or whoever, do what they're asking you to do. One cut, get in there, do what you do, go on from there. I'm not worrying about the defense because I don't think they're gonna play Bosa. They don't really need to.
Yeah.
But whoever else they play, I'm confident y'all can get after the Houston quarterback.
Yeah.
So my expectation is, man, no injuries. And let's see whoever you're gonna play at running back. Trey, you do what you do. I agree with Jizzle, man. We talking about practice. Everybody who practice well don't. Some players practice well and they don't play well. Well, hell, I don't care how you practice. When it's time to get out there and get it in, get it in.
Right.
It ain't hard for me, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
You want to
saying?
see him open up the offense?
Huh?
You want to see him open up the offense with Trey in there?
Yeah, well, Uncle, they ain't gonna show nothing in this game, man. You know that.
Gotta be
They saving that for Chicago.
Use vanilla ice cream in the preseason.
Yeah, they're gonna be
what he
vanilla out there. We
What
know.
he said,
Look,
Oh,
Look,
you don't
Uncle.
put no toppings on it. It's
Yeah, they
preseason.
ain't gonna show nothing out there. I ain't expecting them to throw deep every play or whatever. They saving all that for Chicago. Chicago gonna get that. We know what's coming. Chicago gonna get that.
So we're gonna take the
All I
Allen
want-
Iverson approach.
Yeah, all I want to see is, when they do call a pass plays, you get
Make
the
it
ball
happen.
to where you got to get it to, so on and so forth. This ain't hard. No injuries. Run the offense. If you score points, great. No, if it's third down, you convert. All of the things that we would normally see in the games.
Right.
That's
Cool.
what I'm looking for. Ain't nothing spectacular out there. It's the third game. It's gonna be good to see him because we ain't gonna see him for 2 weeks, but just run the offense the way he gonna call the plays out there.
Yeah.
And execute, because I got confidence that whatever you call, he could execute the plays and make the offense do what it do. So I just don't want nobody to get hurt.
Right.
That's my main thing. Please don't let nobody get hurt out there.
Gotcha.
I agree. Outstanding.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. I'm gonna move on to our special guest, Jason Hurley. Jason, what are your expectations from the Stars in the first half, bro?
Gonna piggyback off P Warrior and really just don't want to see any injuries. Let's just have a nice clean game, no injuries, and if there are injuries, hopefully they're minor, no major injuries. We really need to have our guys healthy going into week 1. I like Gizzle said, practice. We know what Trey is.
Yeah.
We know Trey. I've been on the Trey bandwagon since the day he was drafted. I can't wait to see this kid finally get his opportunity.
Yeah.
Now, tomorrow, I don't think we're going to see anything fancy from them.
Oh yeah.
Leave that for week 1 against Chicago. Let's not worry about that. I'm not worried about our receivers and tight ends. I want to see, like Uncle Keith said, what do we have at running back? Who's that third and fourth guy? Because I'm confident in Elijah Mitchell and I like Jeff Wilson Jr. Now, is Trey Sermon going to finally step up and secure a roster spot, or are we going to see JaMychal Hasty possibly get cut? Hasty, and I'd like to see Jordan Mason get some reps with the ones.
Me
Big
too.
time.
Okay.
Because he was hitting that pocket hard,
Yeah.
dragging defenders.
And I'm glad that you mentioned that. That's going to be the next segment regarding Trey Sermon and Jordan Mason. So be patient with those segments. I would Prez, what's up, bro? What are your expectations for the starters in the first half, bro?
I just want to see the line because Trent Williams ain't gonna play.
No, he is.
Oh, he is.
They said the first series, Trent Williams is gonna play.
Yeah, that's what I read.
Okay.
Trent Williams is starting. Yeah.
Oh, that's dope.
The only one on the O-line that's not playing is McGlinchey.
Right.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say is that whoever's on that side, because that's basically whoever's over there is gonna be starter week 1.
McKivitz, most likely.
Yeah,
Because
McKivitz.
It'll be McKivitz.
Yeah,
I think it's McKivitz.
Seeing that go, how long that they'll be out there together, because it's like everything else, especially the run game. Trey can do what he can do around the pass game, and they pass block. From all that we've gathered is that they pass block better than they run block.
Yeah,
because at this point, so it's see how that side of it is, and then I also want to see how the safeties play, because it sounds like Jimmy Ward's going to be out for a little bit longer than what they're trying.
Yeah.
I even saw a couple of things say that they could possibly put him on IR.
Oh wow!
Really?
But I don't know. No one knows. That was just what it was said. It was just said. I can't say if that was
about who?
Jimmy Ward.
What? When you
On
read
the pup
that,
list, you mean on the pup list? Yeah.
Yeah. See.
I don't think it'll be on the. I don't think it'll be on the pup list, given that hamstrings are tricky and they require extra attention and not rushing it. But you would have like almost 4 weeks by that time. That's like on the super conservative side of the timeline, if I had to say.
Yeah, no, I agree. It sounds like he could be out for an extended period of time.
Yeah.
okay.
So to find out who's going to take over that, how it's going to go.
Who do you think is going to take over that position?
Well, I mean, it was going to be. I mean, with them signing Gibson, he ain't going to do it right now. He's going to take him a couple weeks to get the defense and everything down. So see how it goes. But ultimately, I think it's T. Moore and Hafunga. But we'll see how it goes. We'll see how those things. Those are the two biggest things for me.
I think real quick. I think T. Moore got it right now, and why Gibson learns the system and the scheme, they will merge them in there. But I think T. Moore got it for a while. You know what I'm saying?
What about Womack?
Womack's a nickel back.
I get that, but with Denard there and Womack there, Womack's probably the most versatile young player on that.
Denard got cut.
Nah, you wouldn't want to move him from his spot. He's going to start in the nickel.
Nah, he's going to start at nickel.
He'll start at nickel. Okay.
Well, Denard got cut.
I forgot. I'm sorry. I didn't take him off my 53. Dang, man.
Let me say this. Let me say this before I come back to you, Uncle Keith. When I mentioned Trey Lance, that was my expectations as far as the offensive, the offense. Mm-hmm. I'm looking forward to preview the chemistry and them being consistent and the rhythm. You follow what I'm saying? All that practice, we talk about practice, but all that chemistry that they built in practice, I want to see that tomorrow night in that first half.
So you're talking about situational chemistry, like when it's short and long, and
absolutely. Honestly, all of the above, Uncle Keith. I want to see rhythm and chemistry. You follow what I'm saying?
But don't you think the coaches have to make an adjustment in these games to not do the same things they did when we had a lead last year?
Yeah, but they're gonna
do that's in the regular season. Yeah, I agree, definitely. But that's gonna come in the regular season.
Don't you play like
but they're gonna do basic plays. But those basic plays, if they're basic, then their chemistry and their rhythm should be on point.
This ain't a basic play team, though.
No. What I'm talking about basic plays.
I'm just being contrarian. I agree with you. I'm just being contrarian.
No problem. Like I was gonna say. Oh man, I got a train of thought I was gonna say.
Tickets.
But anyway,
Uncle
Keith. Let's go to the second question regarding.
I got it. Previewing the preseason final game. You putting it up yet? I'm supposed to be reading this week. Remember?
Hey, Uncle Keith, you was a submarine Navy guy.
Yeah.
Skippy, man.
How tall are you, bro? Because I was saying,
first of
at
all,
one time I wanted to be the next David Robertson and go to the Navy. And I said, I'll be in the submarine. They're like, you way too tall to be in the submarine. I'm
twice the man I used to be. I was skinnier than a rail. You know what I'm saying? Flying through holes, you know what I'm saying? Without being seen. I'm going to tell you straight up.
Was it like,
I was on submarine.
That was it stretched up for you, or did you have to bend down the whole time?
No. You'd be surprised that Underwater City was off the table. I'm gonna tell you like this: there were only two things black on the submarine: the hull and me.
Hey, was it like so you saying it was like a black Atlantis? A black Atlantis out there?
Yeah.
Atlantis?
That exists?
Atlantis, you spoken of air?
Oh,
You
okay.
can see Atlantis. You can see Atlantis if you go deep enough. You know what I'm saying? You can hear Atlantis too. I ain't talking about nobody singing either. Jack, this is a PG show. Pretty good. Right.
Yeah, PG. Pretty good.
You have to call me to talk about submarines.
Yeah.
They don't call us down under for nothing.
So all right, let's move forward, guys. Let's move forward, people huddle. Uncle Keith, who will have a breakthrough game from our rookies in the second half?
Mason.
Mm.
He's a beast. And Drake. He's beastly.
Yeah.
Okay. Straight up. Them two are my beasts.
Okay.
I'm gonna be on them all season. If I got to go tape them up, tap them on the back, and burp them, they're gonna be out there doing their thing.
I know that.
You feel what I'm saying? I got the ultimate confidence in them. I'm gonna talk enough trash to move mountains. They're gonna be there.
Take the pacifier out, right?
I'm trying to tell you, ain't no time for no baby steps. You got to run. The wolves are behind you.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's what having depth is all about.
Yeah.
You force people out of their comfort zone. And that's what the 49ers are going to do to their team and to their opponents. Make them uncomfortable.
Right.
When you see that offense come on the line, you wonder, oh, Lord, what's going to happen now?
Thanks.
Right.
And when you got your receivers out there and your running backs, Hasty, Mason, all of them got to think, I may only get 3 carries. I got to earn 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. If they have that kind of attitude, unbelievable.
Yeah. Yeah.
Better than a skinny cook.
Hey, go.
Our first lady, who will have a breakout game from our rookies in the second half?
I'm gonna go TDP and Mason. Let's stop dancing and hit those holes.
I know that.
Thank you, First Lady. Yes.
Okay. K Jizzle, what's up, bro? Who will have a breakout game from our rookies in the second half?
I'm gonna go with them too. It's gonna be Mason, and yeah, it's about not dancing behind the line, man, and it's about being real. And some people is real, and some people are real champions, and some people are paper champions. And the paper champions, they get cut though.
Yeah.
Oh,
Cutthroats out there.
That was down under.
Cutthroats out there.
Okay. Okay. P. Ward, who will have a breakout game from our rookies in the second half, bro?
I'm gonna go with McCrary Ball, and I'm gonna go with Womack.
Boom.
Like McCrary Ball.
I think
he's gonna get some.
You took my answer, bro. But go ahead.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I think I think he got a chance to make the team, practice squad at least. He's been playing good the first 2 games. So, he going to be right on the back end of the roster, I think, fighting for a spot. I don't think they're trying to let him go. So I hope he, be around the ball, make plays. We know what Womack is. Womack is I'm going to use Ben Good analogy, a sticky corner, slot corner. Gonna be around the ball, make plays on the ball, make interceptions on the ball. Huh?
I said he may not even play that long, Womack. You never know.
Yeah. Yeah.
True. Well, I'm gonna just put quote unquote first half for him then. If he I just do it, let him do what he do in the first half, and it'll be straight.
First series.
Yeah.
So all you need is a return of the Mac.
Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah,
I think
Womack nice, bro.
Real quick, I think Womack has that nickel spot solidified.
Oh yeah.
He definitely has that solidified.
Oh yeah.
I think our concern is who will back him up, and I always say Lenore, but I'm gonna go for with our brother Jason. Jason, who will have a breakthrough game from our rookies in the second half?
Second half wise, I'm gonna go.
I caught that. See, Uncle Keith, look.
Y'all,
You got to have your deuce in the quarter when you're doing that.
yeah.
Boy, you know what I'm talking about, don't you?
I don't know. Jason, you can hear us?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. Who will have a breakthrough game from our rookie to the second half?
Rookies in the second half. I'm gonna go with obviously Jordan Mason, and I'm gonna go with Danny Gray. I really like the kid Danny Gray a lot.
Yeah.
I think he's perfect for this offense.
Yeah.
Kyle's got himself a younger, better Marquise Goodwin.
Or Deshaun Jackson.
High praise.
Yeah, another Deshaun Jackson too. Yeah, I agree. Yep.
The funny thing is, Marquise Goodwin is actually my cousin. Didn't know that because we have the same last name. And then when my dad found it out that because our churches are connected, his family's from Arkansas, my family's from the Bay Area. Anyways, we found it out. He bought us all Goodwin jerseys, and then we lost some big game when Goodwin dropped a pass, and I was like, Goodwin is trash, and my dad was so mad. He had bought all the jerseys for the whole family. I'm like, bro, he's trash, bro. Get his ass up out of here. I was done.
You didn't do that, did you, bro? You did that for real?
That's on anything I love on Mamas, bro. I was so done. I lost money too. It was against Seattle. That's how I know I lost money too. It was against Seattle.
You needed some great
that game. It was at Levi Stadium. Me and my dad was just at the game, and I'm like, bro, what is going on? They punked us and he's like, yeah, man.
Jizzle, you could have fixed that with some 24/7 therapy.
I know that's right. Wow. Our GM, Prez, who will have a breakthrough game from our rookies in the second half, bro?
I was gonna say I'm with Jason. I'm going Danny Gray. I think he gets another touchdown. And I want to Drake Jackson. I think Drake Jackson gets so he's improved every week, and so and the good thing about him improving, well, I mean, you got to take it in consideration. It would be nice to see Drake Jackson start tomorrow and see
good call.
And see what he does, because Drake Jackson's a first round talent and he's been dominating third and fourth stringers. As he should, you know what I'm saying? Like that's good, you know what I'm saying? But hey, it with all these rookies, when they start playing against number ones, that's when it matters. When they get that real, when you're playing those veterans and all of that, that's when we're gonna find out. And you ain't gonna find that stuff out till the first couple of weeks of the season. That's just what it's gonna take.
That's a great call.
Yeah,
I think it's a great call too.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. All right, so P Warrior and Prez, y'all name one of my guys. Who I would think will be a breakthrough rookie tomorrow night with Crary Ball, Donovan West, and
Jason Pope.
Jason, I'm cool with him.
Oh,
he's already killing it.
Jason Pope.
I'm cool with him.
He already killing it.
I'm cool with him. But the third person, Quantrez Knight.
I was thinking about him too.
I'm telling you, I think he's going to be on Lenore Hills. I'm telling you, that's just my humble opinion. I like that young kid. And, I like Lenore as well. But I'm thinking that Quantrez Knight is going to make it tough tomorrow night. But it's going to be interesting. So, again, I got McCrary Ball, Donovan West, and Quantrez Knight. So,
hey, Mark.
What's up?
What about Sutton, Phil, and Purdy between the two of them?
Who?
The two back,
Sutton,
Phil, and Purdy.
I was going back and forth with that, Uncle Keith.
So talk to me now.
All right, real talk. I will go with Suffolk as a QB2. I will go him for QB2, and I will also sign Purdy though, because if he go on a practice squad, somebody's gonna cop him.
I think that the transition from Trey to Purdy is smoother than it is from him to Sudfeld.
Okay.
I would agree.
I'll tell you why.
Okay.
I saw Purdy do a naked bootleg in the second half of that game that was just straight up ripping raw. It was the kind of thing that I threw my hat and didn't realize my head was stuck with hair on the back of it. Damn, they had to hop. You know what I'm saying? Because that play was so tight.
Guys, what did I
got to brush a little bit of hair I got back over it.
What did I say to y'all last Wednesday regarding Purdy? Ain't none of y'all was saying anything. I kept telling you about Purdy. I did. Because he looked confident. I like Purdy. It just I'm just thinking.
He said it too.
I brought it up first. Be honest with you.
No, because my bad.
No. I'm just thinking about the guarantee money that they're giving Suffolk. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's hands down. He's two.
Honestly, I think all three of them is going. All three of them. I think both of them are going to make that roster.
No,
I think tomorrow I'd like to see Purdy before Sudfeld.
I would too.
Yeah, I agree.
Me too. Yeah,
I agree. But you know what?
We saw Purdy.
Kyle gave us an example that first game against the Packers because he want to score. So he wants to see from Sudfeld, can he claim quarterback number 2? I think Sudfeld's going to start first.
They split.
Huh?
They split last week.
Yeah, they split the game.
No, but what I'm saying,
I know, but like that was kind of like garbage time. I'm talking about.
No. Purdy was in there at the beginning in the second quarter. Because it went 2 series for Sudfeld, then it went 2 series for Purdy.
I understand that.
So Purdy was in there for the first half. He had 4 series in the first half and did absolutely nothing. I don't understand and not y'all, but I don't get this Purdy thing. It's like he played.
No. Well, let me tell you, he did good. Two drops. It was 2 drops by his wide receivers. He was fine. It wasn't on him.
He had the one drop. He had the one drop by Hudson that got.
Yo, honestly, Purdy did fine in the first game, and he did good last Saturday.
Y'all think they're going to 3?
I think Purdy's look better than Sudfeld on the whole grand scheme of things.
I agree.
I really think
I want to answer Prez's
played against a little bit of better competition, a little bit.
I want to answer Prez's point though. This between Prez and Sudfeld is this. Purdy can move.
Right.
He can move.
Right.
And when you got an offensive line that we keep questioning, and we got a quarterback that makes up for that, if you're going to back him up with something, you're going to have that same offensive line in front of him. And Sudfeld got stuck in the pocket so many times and got his head cracked.
Yeah.
You got to have somebody that can think on the run, and Purdy showed me that in 2 games in a row. His pass was precise and only where our receivers could catch them. Go back and look at the tape.
Right.
He may not have been the best down the field passer, but when you got a game manager behind your starting quarterback, that's what you want. Somebody that mimics him the most.
Okay,
Are we talking about in the first half? Because in the first half, all Purdy had was checkdowns.
I mean, he got to do.
No, here's what I'm saying. When everyone's saying that he's doing so well, the caliber of opponent matters, and that's
what you always say. That's what you always say, though.
Because that's what matters. Because here's the thing: they have been on this team through OTAs. They've done all these practices, and they come out in an order. And the order that they come out in is based on how they're doing in practice against those players, against the best players.
Okay.
So if he's come, I guess I'm just asking. Not that he's played well, because we've had this conversation. I said he definitely is practice squad, but y'all are saying keeping 3 quarterbacks on this roster, like Purdy's good enough to be the 3rd quarterback on a 53-man roster.
I think so, and I'll tell you why.
I think so.
I really just based on the basics. I'm not talking about you can measure a quarterback by metrics. I saw a kid under pressure, and I saw him make some precise, targeted passes. Even if they were check downs, they worked. I saw Suttonfield with team one get sacked in the pocket and only took 2 steps. It's either you can do it or you can't.
But with that, that's right. But we saw Trey under duress the week before the entire time. The difference is Trey's just an elite athlete and he overcame it. So
who's closer to Trey, Sudfeld or Purdy?
Sudfeld.
What do you mean?
Purdy.
Oh, it's athletic.
Purdy is Trey.
And if your first team is protecting a physical specimen that can move, and they get used to that rhythm, who would you rather have follow that? Sudfield stuck in the pocket?
Purdy. Come on, guys. Purdy, for real?
Purdy. No doubt.
Of course we are. That's the only point. I'm not saying I don't care if Sudfield's a better technical quarterback. He's just not a better man.
That's what people make a really good point, bro. Because the game is going to quarterbacks. The game is being predicated now off can you make the off-script plays. It's not so much as the play call as can you make the off-script plays and ad-lib a little bit. Maybe your receivers will jump off their route and play a little bit backyard football and using your ability to play a little bit of ad-lib, throw them ad-libs up in them 16s, you know what I mean? And that's what Purdy can do. Sudfield's more like a Garoppolo, you know what I mean? And that's probably what they brung him in there. Like, oh, Garoppolo's worked so good in our scheme. And he reminds me so much of Garoppolo. But now I think go ahead. Go ahead.
No, I think Sudfeld is kind of like more mobile. Maybe not to Trey Lance, but I think maybe just a little bit more than Jimmy G.
I think so. I think I don't want to put words in your mouth. I think Sudfeld is more mechanics. He's more knowledgeable with mechanics.
Yeah,
he's not like a Purdy and Lance, like my uncle was trying to say. Because when he was more like Lance, that's all. Okay, when he said that, I was like, what do you mean by that? But I got it now. But again, this is my position. I think they're gonna keep all 3. I think they're gonna keep Lance, Sudfeld, and Purdy, because I'm telling you, I don't think they're gonna let Purdy go. I don't think they should. The reason why they should keep Sudfeld because he knows the playbook, he knows the mechanics, and he would teach Trey Lance along with Brian Greasy, in my humble opinion. My position is, before we go to the next segment, and I'm gonna let Uncle Keith go right after me, then we're gonna go to the next segment. I think all 3 of them will stay. But before we go to you, Uncle Keith, I want to hear what our special guest. Thank you for joining us, Jason. What is your position regarding Sudfeld and Purdy staying on a roster? Can they both stay, or one will be on the practice squad?
Let them answer.
I think both can stay. Both perfectly fine with both staying. Have no problem with it.
Okay.
No problem.
Okay. Cool. Uncle Keith, what you gonna say, bro?
When you have a thoroughbred and you have a strong quarter horse and you got a wild buck thoroughbred, Purdy, who do you want pacing your horse? My challenge with Sudfeld is you got to change the scheme and theme of the offense to accommodate him. He may know the plays, but he's not physically capable of pulling them off the same way Purdy is and Trey. That's the only point I'm trying to make. Sudfeld may be better on 16 other teams, just not this one. Right. That's the only point I'm trying to make.
I get it. And what I also want to say too, I haven't seen a deep ball from Purdy like I've seen from Sudfeld yet.
He wasn't in there for that.
Huh?
He wasn't in there for that.
I know. I understand
that.
Not
gonna be that quarterback.
That's what I'm looking forward to seeing tomorrow night.
Not gonna be that quarterback.
By the time Purdy's in there, he don't have even Gray. Danny Gray wasn't even in there no more. It was like nobody's in there that you can get the deep ball.
Right, but I'm just saying if they were to design up. What I'm saying is, if they was able to design a play like that, I would like to see Purdy make that attempt down the field. That's all I'm saying. I'm not
Yeah,
saying
yeah.
that.
Let him
I'm
get
not
some
saying they do
with
it.
the one, not
To
the
that
one
end,
because
look at his college tapes. The boy
Gotcha.
can throw the rock.
Got you.
He can throw the rock.
Got you. All right, Faithful Huddle. Moving right along. I think this is like one of the hottest topics. You know, P Warrior. I know this is your boy. I respect y'all opinion, and I agree.
That's his man.
Hold on, Jizzle. I agree with you both, guys. I believe that Trey Sermon is not going anywhere. However, I gotta bring this forward towards our Faithful Huddle and our faithful viewers. Is Trey Sermon's roster spot really in jeopardy? Jason, I want to come at you with this, bro.
Boy, as much as I'd want to say yes, I don't think it is. Just because Kyle spent a third-round pick on him, he traded up. I think he traded 2 fourth-round picks to the Raiders to get him. I don't think Kyle's ready to just give up on Sermon after, a subpar game 1 and a bad game 2. I think now if he goes out and he looks completely terrible tomorrow, maybe, but I'd say Sermon makes this team.
Yeah.
That's my opinion.
I agree. And I think he's starting, and I think he's going to start with the ones. I think that's going to be the true test.
Yes.
However, I agree with you. I agree with you, Prez, and P Ward. I don't think they're cutting them. However, he gotta show us something. He gotta show us something. Not for the team, but he gotta show us something, meaning the fan base.
Yeah.
The fan base is going berserk regarding his play from last week against the Packers. With that said, I'm gonna go to you, Prez. What's up, GM?
No.
Okay.
No, I don't see it. We'll see tomorrow night. But yeah, no, he gave up all the draft stock, everything is, and then once again, players are played based on where they're doing. Even if it's preseason, players come out there based on what they've accomplished in practice, and he's not running anyone out there in when there's 3 games. He's not running anybody out there 2 games in a row. That is a waste of time or showcasing for another team. Because that's the only thing that I can think is like, okay, the only negative to Trey Sermon being the number 1 both weeks would be him being showcased for another team to be able to get. That'd be the only thing. But the facts are is this line run blocking has been completely horrible from every week. We got dominated in Minnesota from those scrimmages. They didn't do anything in the first half against the better players, whoever was at running back, and they didn't do anything against the Packers in the first half. It's like when they've been playing, and it's been because of the line. There's been no holes. Everyone said the same thing. Everybody's dancing. That's all they said about TDP. Mason's not played enough to even be held up into that category. So it's basically been about Mason, Hasty, and TDP. Sermon, TDP, and Hasty. It's been the dancing behind the line. Well, why are they constantly dancing? Because there aren't any holes. And then it's like when you play the Sermon video, when they showed all the lanes in the Packers game from the behind way, there's no lanes any play. Like there's no lanes any play, and I've still watched these people like flip it on Trey Sermon that there were lanes and that there's things he's missed. And it's like, bro, you got to be – it's like there's no point in arguing this anymore. It's like this is what they did with IU. This is what they did with Kinlaw. This is what they did with Armstead. It's like this been here before, like from that standpoint. So this is a fan thing. This isn't a reality situation because it's all –
Okay. Respect that, bro. Uncle Keith, what's up, bro? Is Trey Sermon roster spot really in jeopardy?
I'm on the fence. Because I'm going to say one thing first, and I'm going to say another thing after that. First thing I'm going to say is players make plays. Period. I don't give a damn what's happening in front of you. Players make plays. Secondary thing is, Press is a very good point. Offensive line is yet to gel. Does he have some raw ability, some natural ability? Was he worth drafting? Yes. But At some point, you got to find a way to make a way. And if you don't show me nothing tomorrow night, I'm sorry, you're in jeopardy. You got to know that players make plays, and you got to show up because everybody's trashing you. And opinions do matter.
Not the professional athletes, my man. Opinion.
Well, if you don't think so, we wouldn't. The first week we were on the show, we had a professional athlete cussing out somebody for something they said on Twitter.
What you mean?
You remember? There was an athlete. We played the video on the show.
Okay.
You recall that? Because of somebody's opinion about him on the internet.
Oh,
and you got to know when people are trashing you.
That's a player engaging. You're talking about building a roster. If you're talking about building a roster, my point to you exactly, you run a car business, right?
Yes.
I would imagine you have one of the best car businesses, right?
I would imagine. Yeah.
You're one of the best in your group.
Yes.
So everyone around you is constantly talking down on you because you're number one.
I hope so.
Such is life. In every aspect.
But at the same time, being number one, I got to perform as a number one. If I slip, they stop talking about me. Then what's the point?
You ain't running your best. If you had to have a sale for whatever needed, you got a certain salesman that you're going to give it to, right?
No, I'm gonna train them all.
Okay,
or do it myself. I'm gonna tell you like this. My dad used to say to me,
I got something to say.
My dad used to say to me, the lead dog's view always changes. The one behind him always sees the same thing. The backside of the lead dog. Now, if he in fact is the lead dog, then
he's not the lead dog.
I mean, from the ones trying to make the team. In your opinion, you think he should make the team, or who do you think's better than him, or the guys trying to hit that spot? Anybody?
Everybody.
Jizzle, I hear you, bro. How about you, First Lady?
He's the only one that's gone against the best players.
K Jizzle, I'm gonna come to you, K Jizzle, in a few minutes.
Whenever you do it, I'm ready.
Okay, y'all. I'm gonna come to you, K Jizzle. Our First Lady. Is Trey Sermon's roster spot really in jeopardy?
Prez, you know I love you, right?
Yeah.
I'm going to say yes, it is. And, to follow up, playmakers make plays. They do. But I've always questioned his enthusiasm and his love for the game. I mean, just body language alone, that's, you know what I mean? This whole locker room are football guys who love the game, go to battle for one another, the culture that, Kyle and John built, and he just doesn't do it for me. I could be wrong. I hope I'm wrong. But that's kind of where I'm at with that.
Okay. Appreciate you, First Lady.
And also the players, they don't have to prove anything to the fans.
Exactly. That's what I was really getting.
What they have to worry about is the people in their own building.
I agree. Prayers, I'm with you, bro. I agree.
Let me respond to that because that's the direct response to a statement I made. My point in saying that he reads the press is that at some point your pride's got to kick in.
Of course.
Right, I understand what you're saying. That was actually to Mark's comment.
What's that?
He said that he has to prove it to us because this fan base is, none of these players really need to prove it to us. I mean, we're the faithful, we're fans. We should be behind these players and not, bashing them or anything else. I mean, we all have our opinions, fine, but it's, it is what it is. But you know what? Impress your teammates, do it for them, do it for the coaches, everyone at, 49 Marie DeBartolo way, do it for all them over there.
Okay. Rook, K Jizzle, I'm about to give it to you in a few minutes. First Lady, this is the reason why I said this. Last year, we didn't see too much from Trey Sermon. I understand what you're saying. All I'm saying, okay, maybe last show or 2 shows ago, I asked Prez, I said, Prez, I haven't seen anything from Trey Sermon, meaning that I haven't watched him in college. I don't know how he was used while he was in college. Remember, I was asking Prez, I was like, yo, how do you see Cal using him in this offense? So let me just say this real quick, and I'm gonna come to you, Jizzle. Appreciate your patience, bro. Last Saturday, we seen how Cal used Trey Sermon. He used him as a running back, he used him in a slot, and he also used him as a wide receiver. All I was saying was that,
and he's the best blocker.
He's one of the best blockers. He's one of the best blockers. Yeah,
who's better than him?
I think TDP is better. I think TDP is better. But
Hasty came in on blocking plays when TDP was back there.
That's true too. But however, where I was coming from, I was just coming from. Listen, real talk. You right, First Lady. We don't have to be impressed, but we do want to be impressed.
Right. But you know what? And I know you as a fan, you want to see what he can
haven't
do.
seen anything.
Hold on, Mark. Right or wrong, as a fan, you want to see what he can do, correct?
No doubt.
Okay. At the same time, they don't need to prove anything to us.
That's true. Now I agree with that.
Two different things.
One question. I'm gonna leave it alone because we've seen 2.5 games of Trey Sermon. That's what we've really seen. He had 92 yards and a touchdown and 30 yards in a reception. He played Seattle, averaged 3 yards a carry, and then got hurt. So I don't not Seattle. He played the team after the Cardinals. Sorry, and got hurt. So in the game, that's what I don't understand. Where does he hasn't proven, like I just laid it out, what he's done. Practice doesn't matter. Preseason doesn't matter. None of that other stuff matters when we're talking about games. And that's not to y'all. This is more because we're on a show and because we've had this conversation. We're on a show. And I say this to the fan base. Where is the basis of Trey Sermon's not done anything when in fact he has when it mattered?
All right. Listen, appreciate your patience, K Jizzle. Jizzle, is Trey Sermon's roster spot really in jeopardy, bro?
I'm gonna say it could be. I'm not saying it's not. It's gonna be because we've seen Kyle Shanahan in the past, just like not want to admit his mistakes with Jalen Hurd. It took him so long he cost a roster spot. HaHa Clinton Dix would have been a better hold than holding Jalen Hurd, and you end up cutting him anyways. You know what I'm saying? But let me just look at it like this from the when we're talking about Trey Sermon, right? I wish somebody would give me that long to be good at my job. You feel me? Give me that whole. I wasn't good this year. You know, I wasn't good. Next year I'm gonna be better. And I come in next year and I'm fucking up too. But hey, man, this is practice. This is preseason, bro. I'm about to bring it. I'm about to really bring it though. Like you just not understanding. I'm not seeing the holes, and that's part of my plan, bro. Just give me this little time. I wish somebody would do that for me. Like, you know what I mean? Because he looks lost out there, bro. He's hitting shit wide when he should be cutting it in. I watched the film. I do. And you know what I mean? I have nothing against this guy, but like he had 330 yards in college against Northwestern out of 870. That's a lot. 330 came against one scrub ass team. Man, it's almost like we need to start like putting that in the account, being like, bro, okay, was you really the real deal? Was you really like stamped like were you the real deal, Holyfield? Like, bro, or are you just like non-valid, bro? Like, we really gotta, and this is where I'm coming to the table and I'm asking myself this truthfully and being honest with myself as a Niner fan. And then watching Mason doing it and really doing it, like being decisive, running people over, getting them yards. It's like, man, if I'm asking myself as a Niner fan and like with a gun to my head, who would I rather have, Mason or Sermon? Come on now. Come on, bro. What we doing? What we doing out here, fam?
Okay. I'm going to read this comment Thank you, Tom Bragg, for the comment. Tom said, cut Hasty and trade Sermon and a pick for Andre Dillard.
Hey, switch Sermon with Hasty, and he's on to something, bro.
Who's
Sermon and then keep Hasty. Trade
Andre
Hasty
Dillard is a tackle for the Eagles.
Yeah,
okay.
tackle for the Eagles.
Yeah. Cut Hasty and trade Sermon.
Okay.
Wow.
Okay.
Thank you, Tom Bragg.
Okay.
Something to think about.
Ain't nobody trading nothing for Sermon, bro. That's the only part he had it wrong. I fixed it for him, though.
All right. P. Warrior, is Trey Sermon's roster spot really in jeopardy, bro?
Well, y'all know I've been on Trey for a minute, and I'ma still support it. It's not in jeopardy. I look at it like this, and I said this because been good with y'all, been good like he ain't showing me nothing out there. And I'm like, okay, I know my brother, I know how he think. He like, yo, you want to see something? That's why you got the name Been Good. Yeah, basically, right? Yeah, that's basically it. Like and like he would say, call him Slim Goody if you see him in the streets, because that's the street name. Yeah,
in the street.
But anyway, yeah, I mean, it's not in jeopardy, but at some point you got to show something out there. Even I knew that. Now I'm gonna support you as much as I can till you show me otherwise. You will have an opportunity tomorrow with the first team.
Yeah, we got to see something.
This where the rubber meets the road. This where, you know, like my grandmother would say, every tub got to stand on their own bottom. So that's her saying, you know. So I mean,
I think that went over some people's head. But
yeah, I know. That's one of the old school sayings.
Yeah,
you know what I'm talking about, Uncle Keith.
My family's from New Orleans, and I like to hear how you know that.
Well, she born and raised in New Orleans, so you got New Orleans tonight for sure. But look, at some point, he gonna have to produce. We all know that. Ain't no getting around it. Now, like I said, you're gonna have an opportunity tomorrow to do something with the first string offensive line. Now, whether they put you out wide in the slot or whatever, you got to make plays out there. Okay, now, in the Minnesota game, the offensive line, I really didn't block. I'm just being honest. I watched the film over and over to see.
Hey, P. Warrior, look at the comment, P. Warrior.
Grandma got bars from Ty Austin.
Oh, trust me. Nah, if anything I want to hear trust me, about to be 93 years old in next month, as a matter of fact.
My grandma just turned 91 this weekend. My grandma
so grandma been a blessing. But look, at some point he gonna have to produce. At some point he gonna have to make plays. Now,
players make
compared to last year, you could tell he was timid, back there, dancing back there. Now, the first game, you hit the hole that was there. You got some yards, so on and so forth. Not so much last week. Okay, now this game, you're going to be out there. You got to hit that hole hard. Now, the difference, to me, this is what the fan base see, and I see it. We know Mason going to run hard. We know TDP going to run hard. We need to see you run hard. Right. Now, I'm all about you running hard because I think I said this to my brother. I said, man, look, you can't play for Kyle Shanahan and not be physical, bro. They drafted you to be physical, so you got to come with your physicality. Now, if you come with the physicality and show something, then I'm all in. Now, if you come out there, you ain't showing physicality, then I'm gonna question it and I'm supporting it. You know what I'm saying? But I would have to question it at some point because it's like, okay, I look at it like this. If you make it to the regular season and God forbid Elijah get hurt or Jeff Wilson get hurt, Kyle gonna give you a chance to play because they drafted you and they see something in you. Now, if you get in a game and you fumble the ball or you miss a block or you don't hit the hole, then he gonna not, number one, play you, then you probably is gonna get cut at some point.
Warrior, don't you think the fact that they put him in 3 different positions in one game, trying to find something that worked, tells you he's getting the opportunity he deserves?
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. That's the point I'm trying to make.
Where do we stop?
Yeah.
Where do we
Well, no,
stop?
that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. That's the point I'm trying to, and I agree with you.
Mm-hmm.
If they put you in all of these different positions, they want to see what you're capable of doing out there.
Right.
Yeah.
Now you got to show what you're capable of doing. Now, if they toss you the ball, if they do the outside zone, then whether the offensive line make a hole or not, then you need to. I agree with you. Make something happen.
Absolutely.
If they put you in a slot to try to get you the ball in space, so you could make a play and you catch the ball and you get 5, 6, 7, 8 yards, okay, that's good. Now, if you drop the ball, that's bad, cuz
that goes without saying.
All your practice video showed you catching the ball, and then you was running with Dalvin Cook, so some of that should have rubbed off on you on some level, right?
Yeah, we're running over time now. Can we get
that 1.6 yards per carry didn't do it for you? That didn't show you that he was ready to play, bro?
Well, no. I know last year he wasn't nowhere. I know he wasn't going. He was going to struggle last year because
last game that 1.6 yards. He worked for that. Like that doesn't show you he's ready.
Nah, look. I'm gonna say this about the line.
Colder than cold beer.
Now, on some level, running backs should be able to get yardage whether you getting blocking or not. So I'm not going to say that he couldn't have did that. Okay, now some of the blocking contributed to the 1.6.
In the NFL,
now,
in what world does any running back get yards when there's not?
Derrick Henry manufactures yards all the time without it being blocked for him. He always gets more blocked. If you say he don't, then you ain't watched Derrick Henry.
Let me just chime in on TDP right quick because everybody saw the one play where that was a 4th-down play. He was supposed to go to the left. He tried to cut it back because there was no blocking. He got blowed up.
Right.
Okay, so blocking does matter.
But he improved after that.
The goal line.
Yeah, and that's the point I'm trying to make.
Right, he improved after that.
After that play, you saw that we saw the physicality from. We know we saw the physicality from him. We saw the physicality from Mason. So I'm not questioning that. That's what we want to see from Sermon. Now, like I say, this is your chance. They're going to start you behind the line. You're going to have all of the receivers out there. You're going to have the first people out there. So there ain't no excuse for you if you're not hitting the holes correctly, if you're not fighting the right lane correctly, or they put you in different positions and you don't make plays correctly. So, with all due respect, like I said,
with all due respect, people, we spent 10 minutes talking about something we haven't seen. The bottom line is show us something.
And we may not see it tomorrow, but he's gonna have his chance to show whether or not we gonna see it or not.
The decisions
I ain't disagreeing with y'all. I'm with y'all on that.
Yeah.
Like I say, I want to see the dude do well. I want to see him produce because you ain't spending 3rd-round picks on people who you think supposed to do something out there. So I ain't disagreeing with it.
P-Word, let me intervene real quick. I think this is a good comment right here about Tom Bragg. He sent this earlier. This is a good comment.
Yeah, cut Sermon and Hasty unless we plan on carrying 6 running backs and just 5 receivers. I think that's broad.
That's a possibility, guys. Maybe we've been talking about should we keep 5 receivers or 6 receivers?
Yeah, so they're gonna keep 6.
Based on the flow,
for what it's worth, every year they release an unofficial depth chart that Kyle Shanahan does not pay attention to.
Yep, true.
So Matt Mayoko tweeted the depth chart and it was updated. And as far as running backs, it's Elijah Mitchell, Jeff Wilson, Trey Sermon and Hasty, and then TDP and Jordan Mason.
Okay.
For what it's worth.
Okay. And Sermon wasn't on it.
But
yes, he was.
So Sermon's having to play himself back into the rock.
He was 3rd.
But Sermon was on it. Sermon was on that. She just said it.
Sermon and Hasty were at 3.
Okay, I'm sorry, I misunderstood.
All right. Well, I post this comment because this is a good comment. This is a possibility, guys. Because let me look at the it's a possibility they may go with 5 wide receivers and not keep Malik Turner. They might go this route, guys, in regards to having 6 running backs. It's a possibility.
It is because we run a lot of 12 personnel. We don't run a lot of 3 wide receivers.
I don't think so. I think they're gonna keep six receivers, 5 running backs. Like I
think
said,
they keep Malik Turner because of special teams.
yeah,
I know.
ain't
I like Malik.
ain't
I like
getting
Malik
that.
Turner, but I'm just saying if they like, trust me. Listen, remember I said last Wednesday, all I'm concerned about is Hasty and
Right.
Mason.
Mhm.
And we
Well, I would keep Hasty and Mason, and if they had to cut Sermon if he don't show improve tomorrow. You know,
they're not cutting Sermon. They're not cutting Sermon, bro. Listen, again, guys.
Who they cut?
I honestly, real talk.
Then Wilson ain't safe like that, bro. Too. You better bring that boy in the house. That boy ain't safe like that. If somebody getting cut off the running back, bro. If you want Sermon, you say Sermon safe, then your boy Wilson ain't safe. Somebody not safe out here, bro. The streets need a body, bro. The streets need a body, bro. Somebody out here is not safe. Y'all talking about everybody safe because we like everybody on the team. Nah, bro, it's not how it works.
Well, if it came to it, I would get rid of Sermon before I get rid of Wilson. We know what Wilson is.
Yo,
we
bro,
know
I would get rid of
physical.
Sermon, but I don't make no decisions here.
Listen, Todd Austin.
For the huddle, who's leading between Hasty and Sermon?
Hasty.
I would go with Hasty before Sermon at this point.
Hasty.
Oh yeah, come on, bro. What are we talking about here?
Yeah.
We just spent 15 minutes talking to the guy that may not make the team.
Prez, what you got, Prez?
I got the running back that they keep running first out there and runs first in practice. Would be Sermon.
Okay, Jason, what you got, bro? Who's leading between Hasty and Sermon?
As far as who's doing better, probably Hasty.
Huh. You don't got no paper cuts. You don't got no paper cuts.
I ain't tripping.
Can we all give Prez a hug? I want to give Prez a hug.
All right, so listen.
Here, bro. Here you go. Swarm you in, bro. Hey, can I do a Care Bear stare, bro? Care Bear stare.
You're so crazy.
Hey, Prez, we got you, bro. Prez, we got you, bro.
Hey, man. Hey, Prez, thanks for stopping in there and hanging into what you believe in, man.
Yeah, no doubt, no doubt.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, you already know.
All right, so Jizzle. We're going to the next segment, guys. Jizzle, will Jordan Mason rush over or under 60 yards in tomorrow's final preseason game?
Man, like, here's what it is, man. It's like survival of the fittest, only the strong survive type shit. And I feel like he feels like, man, Sermon's over here like leaking, bro, leaking. This like a boat on the ocean, on the water, and he's got holes in there. He's like, man, I ain't got no holes in my shit. I'm about to make him sink. And, he about to sink his battleship. And I know y'all played that game, sink the battleship. You got to be and sink that battleship. You want to go coordinate the G5. Yeah. He might go dummy and go for a note on him, bro. And just be like, man, that's the boat sinking.
It's a knockout.
So what's your answer? What's your answer? Over?
Oh, hell yeah. Hell yeah, I'm about to sink that battleship. Hell yeah, bro. I'm about to fuck on that battleship.
Okay.
Bro.
All right, our first lady, will Jordan Mason rush over or under 60 yards in tomorrow's final preseason game?
I'm going to go over.
Okay. All right. Uncle Key, will Jordan Mason rush over or under 60 yards in tomorrow's final preseason game?
Yes.
Praise our GM. Will Jordan Mason rush over?
Can you do that one more time? Do it one more time.
What is it? Smoking.
Yo, real quick. The reason why I thought of this question because Jordan Mason is coming for somebody's job, guys.
He's already.
Yeah. I want to hear what Prince has to say though. Really though.
Okay.
He's up.
It's gonna be over. It's gonna be over because he's playing against cats gonna go back to selling houses next week.
Okay.
Ooh.
Hey, so it's over. So it's over for who though? It's probably over for Sermon. You said over. Who's it over for?
You got.
No. Who's it over for, bro? You said over. That's all I heard you say.
The question says, will Jordan Mason rush over or under 60 yards?
Yeah, if he rushes over for 60, it's bad for your boy, bro. He gonna be back into singing sermons at the church. He gonna be an usher at the church. He be lucky the church even let him in. Man, they gonna put him. They gonna sit him down. They gonna ask for his tithe. You ain't gonna be an usher. You ain't gonna sing no sermon. You singing off key. You out of here.
Shout out to
CG Rooster Sports Network. Yo,
what's up, CG? What up, baby? What's going on, CG? I see you, King.
Who's next?
Prez is just gonna have it. We're just gonna see Prez's empty chair next week. That's it.
Nah, it can't be. You can be on the side spinning it.
All right, Jason.
Yes.
We're always gonna have this show to revert back to when something makes the team.
Hey, look, hey, Prez, if we got to come back to this show for real, where your favorite pizza places, I'll put my credit card online. I'm gonna order your pie. But if I have to order you the pie, I think I'm gonna have to order. It's gonna be called Humble.
I know that's right.
But if
I'm a crow. Order him a crow pie, bro. You might want to order him one of those. I don't know who makes it though. That's the only thing I would say. Would you eat crow, Prez? Do you eat crow?
Eat what?
I don't know. I know you probably haven't, but if we spice it up and put the right kind of like sweetener in there, would you eat crow pie?
Bro, what's that?
Crow?
Yeah, y'all ever see it?
Yeah, crow. Like the birds that fly, like Edgar Allan Poe. That kind of crow. Yeah. We'll make it taste good, bro. Like put some blueberries up in that bitch, like some kind of. Would you eat that though? Would you eat that though?
Since you making it for yourself, you should make it how you like it.
Okay. It might be for me. You're right. You might.
However you like it. You know what I'm saying?
Counterpunch, Fred.
Own sprinkles in there.
That was a good counterpunch. That was a Mayweather right there. He slipped it in it.
Yeah, but that last wave was suspect though, man. Come on now, let's not do that. Throw them hands up. Hit him.
Listen, let's move forward, guys. Jason, will Jordan Mason rush over or under 60 yards in tomorrow's final preseason game?
Over. Easy.
Okay.
Easy.
He say easy. Yo, look at Jason.
Be slow.
Okay. All right. P Ward, what's up, bro? Will Jordan Mason rush over or under 60 yards in tomorrow's final preseason game?
Well, I think it'll be over. I mean, I'm not. Y'all know I'm not.
It is over. It is over.
Outstanding, man, P Warrior. Outstanding.
Nah, I know he gonna get over 60 because they gonna get carries, and I just won't see him run physical, which we saw in all of the games he played in. So
18 members dragging 3 people on his back.
Yeah, I mean, we know what it's gonna be. We know he's gonna be the one that's gonna get the yards and the carries, and because they know what he is, and we know more than likely he can't make it to the practice squad. He got to be on that active roster. If they waive him, he gonna get snapped up.
We know what he is, but we don't know what Sermon is right now.
And I agree with that. Like I said, and I'm a supporter of Sermon, but we don't know what he is because we just don't know.
P Warrior,
we need to find out what it is.
Ty Austin said Jordan Mason's going over 60 yards. He's gonna be eating.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I agree. I agree with that. Yeah.
No,
I agree with that too.
Man.
He'll be working at church. Sermon's gonna be working at Church's Chicken. That's cold, Ty. Come on, man. That's just flat out.
Right. Hey, bro.
Uncle King.
Hey, he's gonna be helping people put together their IKEA furniture, bro. They're gonna send them over there and be like, hey, we gotta start
some coleslaw from Church's Chicken.
Put it together, man, you know?
See, Ty Austin, remember you mentioned Church's Chicken.
I know he did.
See?
No, ain't no dirty birds up out of there. They're probably cooking crow.
Oh wow!
Wow!
Oh gracious!
Wow.
I'm having fun this week. I don't know what we're doing, but this is fun.
All right, so check it out, faithful Huddle and our faithful viewers. Again, our faithful viewers, thank you for watching our show. We appreciate your availability, your time, and your support. I'm going to go to the next segment. This is a very important segment that I'm about to post up. Guys, if the 49ers don't have 11 defensive linemen and they stick with 10, let's just say they stick with 10, right? Who gets cut from them defensive line to solidify 10 players? Is it Kerry Hyder, Kevin Givens, Jordan Willis, Hassan Ridgeway, or Kamiko Toure? And before I call on everyone, you notice up here I didn't put Charles Aminu and I didn't put up Drake Jackson. So we know Bosa, Kinlaw, Ebukam, and Armstead is solidified for that front four. We got Aminu and Drake Jackson as the depth. That's 6. So that 6 is to the side, right? Now, let's just say the 49ers keep 10. Now, being that we got the 6 to the side, we need 4 more, right? Being that there's 5 names up here, who out of this 5 is going to get cut if the 49ers keep 10? I'll be right back. I'll let y'all discuss. Uncle Keith, hold it down. I'm going to start with you, bro.
Shoot. Damn. I like Toure a lot. Hassan Ridgeway. Huh?
He's been on fire.
Ridgeway showed me a few things. It's between Givens and Hyder to me. And
that's for me too.
Jordan Willis. Damn, that's a tough question. I've seen Jordan Willis make some few good plays. I know he's got potential. Hyder, Givens. It's a toss. I'd say Givens. I honestly, I don't. The only ones I'm sure of is Toure, Ridgeway, Hyder. I'm sticking with Hyder. I'm just guessing.
I actually, for the purpose of the question, I had 11, but Toure stays. Ridgeway, Jordan Willis is good with special teams too. We had the big play against the Packers. Yep. I'm actually going to go Kevin Givens.
All right, P-Roy, you're shaking your head, bro. What do you think?
I think they're going to keep 11 defensive linemen, personally.
But if you had to cut one, who would it be? If you had to pick one, who would it be?
No, I agree with P-Way. I wouldn't be surprised. We're almost limited. Like, they have to cut one of these guys.
Well, that was a nerd to the question.
I believe the cuts are going to come.
But if you had to cut one, who would you cut?
For the purpose of the question,
yeah.
Well, let me just rephrase. I don't think they're going to. I think they're going to keep 11 defensive linemen.
I got that. But who would you cut if you had to? I felt the same way.
They're not cutting Kerry Hyder. They're not cutting Givens.
So you're gonna cut somebody from Wilson, Ridgeway, or Toure? If you had to cut one?
Toure. They're not cutting Toure. To me, and I hate to say Jordan Willis, but I think it will be Jordan Willis.
All right, so you see Willis.
After he got it to the NFC
and look, and that's why I'm saying, even after the divisional with the block punt and everything, he was the hero, but.
He's 6'6" and he plays defense at the end.
But I'm saying that just from the standpoint of if you're looking at Kerry Hyder can play multiple positions. Kevin Givens, they're not getting rid of Givens because Givens gonna be in that rotation, and he been showing out in training camp and in the game.
But they're also huge on if you can play special teams.
Yes.
Yeah. Fact.
True.
Abundance of riches. So,
true. But I just think
says Willis gets cut also.
I just think it's gonna be Willis out of that 5. But like I said, I purposed the question first by saying I think they're gonna keep 11. I think they're gonna go lighter elsewhere because
We got
We know the strength of the team is the defensive line, so they don't really want none of them to leave the building. So if they can keep them all, that would be great.
None of us do either. But if you had
Yeah,
to pick
so
one, you'd pick
but if it came down to it, I love Willis for what he did, but I think they will cut Willis because I think they want to keep enough size inside with Ridgeway. Teray ain't going nowhere. Kerry Hyder not going nowhere.
We got
and Kevin Givens. So I would say Willis just for the sake of the question.
All right, Prez,
that would be Willis. Yeah.
Prez, who would you pick?
Out of here, it really matters how it matters how the other breakdown is. Because how many are there? Bosa. How many of the 6 are?
I bring it up.
Rushers.
What I do, I bring it up.
Edge rushers.
It's not a problem. I'll bring it up, yo.
It should be 3 and 3, right? It should be 3 and 3. Bosa. You name 5.
You see that?
Bosa, Armstrong, Kinlaw.
Okay.
3-3.
So, okay, let me put it to you like this. Again, like I was saying earlier, I would like for them to keep 11, but all I'm saying is to the hold up, guys. All I'm saying is if they keep 11, let's just say they don't keep 11 and they keep 10. All I'm saying is the names that I put up 5 players. Okay. Now, all I'm guessing is it's 2 players that I think they may cut if they keep 10, and that's either Jordan Willis, and I like Jordan Willis. It's Jordan Willis or Hassan Ridgeway. And I'm leaning more towards Hassan Ridgeway. Reason why, because like P. Warrior said, Kerry Hyder, his true strength is in the interior.
Facts.
He's versatile. And again, like I told y'all before, Kasarik, he mentioned that he's thinking about using Drake Jackson also in the interior. So they have options who they want to put in the interior. Because you got Kinlaw, you got Jackson, and you got Hyder in the interior, rotating. So I'm just thinking like, Aminu being backed up by Jordan Willis, I like that just in case.
But aren't we trying to restrict this to just picking one of the 5 though? Because we could litigate the entire line again if we wanted to. Just look at Hassan Ridgeway. I could say I don't want him because he's got a quad strain right now. But that's not the point of this pick. We want to keep on 11, but who of the 5 would you pick?
Listen, I understand we want to keep 11, but again, that goes back to the question.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I said, what if they keep 10? I'm just saying.
Of the 5 that you gave us to choose from, would you pick? We all got forced to make a pick because it was a tough pick.
He said Ridgeway.
I just said it. I said it.
I'm agreeing with you, Ridgeway. I got you.
Yeah, Ridgeway.
Yeah, no, and then my answer is Ridgeway as well.
I got you.
Ridgeway, hands down. Bennett had to step away. First lady, who you think they will cut?
I said Kevin Givens.
What? Okay. Okay. You said Kevin. You said Givens to Jizzle.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I heard what you said, P. Warrior. Jason, my brother. Who you think they will cut, man, out of that 5?
I would have to go with Jordan Willis.
Okay.
I hate it, but Ridgeway is a big guy, and they probably want a bigger someone not. He's not DJ Jones, but he's going to be somewhat closer in size to being a DJ Jones.
Okay.
And that one really hurts losing DJ.
Yeah, it does. It does. Yeah, it does. Prez, what did you say, bro? If you said something, I forgot. I'm sorry, bro.
Yeah, I'm with you on Ridgeway.
Okay. All right, cool. All right, cool. So, and again, guys, I'm just being optimistic. Let's just say if they was going with 10 to the point they kept 6 wide receivers and they kept 6 running backs. We never know. So we gotta guess. We gotta think.
It was a great question because it was a tough pick.
Yeah. You
Yeah.
know, they may not keep 11 guys because the way Chris Casseret works, he wants to keep the offense guessing, and this was his words. He wants to keep the offense guessing, and the way he's talking about using Drake Jackson in the interior, yo man, we're gonna see a lot of different looks that we may not agree with, but if they know something and they scouted and they drafted these players because they seen something that we don't know and we haven't seen, we got to trust their instincts. That's all I was coming from regarding that. However, to move forward with our segment, where is it at? Okay, so we're gonna go forward regarding Jason. We're gonna start discussing the 49ers 2022 cap space with NFL cap guru Jason Hurley. So, Jason,
Yes.
I have a question. Well, we have a question. I mean, we have a question, and I'm going to post it up. Okay. After final cuts on Tuesday, where will the 49ers be only with 2.9 and cap space?
Okay. After final cuts on Tuesday, I'm gonna put also with the practice squad when it's assembled. I'm projecting about 17 million in cap room. That includes Jimmy Garoppolo being cut. Jimmy, being cut. Because I don't see him being traded. I don't think they'll keep him. It just makes no sense to keep him because that's too much money to spend on a second quarterback or a guy that's not even going to have a clipboard, not going to be active, not going to be, or be the third quarterback. And, I'd rather keep Purdy than keep Garoppolo. It's just, it is with that.
Yeah, no doubt.
When it comes to the cap space, they'll save about 24 million, but then you've got the way the roster is going to be constructed right now. Only the top 51 salaries count. So once all the roster cuts are made, you're going to have roster number 52 and 53, and then you're going to have your practice squad, and then you have to you have to also include your injured players, your Jason Verrett, Khalil Davis, Jordan Matthews, Maurice Hurst, those type of players. So that's where that $18 million comes in. Around 17 to 18 is what I'm going to say.
Who let the dogs out?
Sorry about that. Sorry about that.
Somebody got a hitter
No,
back there.
I thought that was you, Uncle Keith, for a minute.
Hell no, I was running from the cops.
Oh, okay. real quick. Shout out to Mariah. What's up, Mariah? Yo, shout out. Check out at 49 Faithfully podcast. Taryn and Mariah. Yo, what's going on? I hope all is well. Keep evolving, y'all. I love y'all content. I love y'all show. Keep doing y'all thing. Faithful Huddle, what's up, guys? Y'all, what's going on? Y'all have where? Oh, P Warrior had to step away. Jason, you have any questions for us?
I don't have any questions, but if you guys have anything you want to ask, go ahead.
Okay,
for it.
Jizzle.
Okay, I got one more. Go ahead, Jizzle.
Because see, like, this was the whole thing with, like, I feel like the Niners overplaying the market was in regards to Jimmy G. It's like, so now we have all this money, you know what I mean? And we're not going to pursue a trade for Isaiah Wynn or for some kind of or any kind of thing like that, where we might take on more salary. What is the point of all that money? You say we'll have 17 million in cap room.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And this front office looks like they're just like Well, we did our due diligence. We looked at it, but the Rams end up getting Isaiah Wynn, but it looked like he would have been a good fit for us. But we're just happy with our guys. Does that extra salary cap mean anything? And in turn, how much of that salary cap rolls over into next year?
Okay, with rolling over into next season for 2023, whatever's unused, they'll roll over the entire amount. So say that they use 5 million of it during the season. That means they can roll over 12 to 13 million. That
Okay.
means you can keep a guy like Emmanuel Mosley, you can keep Dre Greenlaw, Jimmy Ward, Aziz could be kept. It means you can bring back, invest in the players that you have currently on your roster instead of, wasting the cap by keeping Jimmy there. You keep Jimmy and, you're paying him $24.2 million.
Mm-hmm.
Instead of doing that, take that money, invest in, like I said, Greenlaw, Alshire, Ward.
Both.
But yeah, Bosa, you can get a Bosa deal done. You can get a deal done with Mosley. So anything like that.
Who you feel probably will?
Well, I got you, Press. No, not that one. Pardon me, guys.
God, that question was tough.
Okay, Jason. Will the 49ers have enough money to re-sign Jimmy Ward and Emmanuel Mosley when Jimmy G is released?
Yes.
Okay.
17 million is a lot of chips.
A lot of money. Plus, Jimmy Ward already counts money against next year's cap. So basically, if they were to do a deal before his deal voids, they'd be able to probably get his cap number to be similar to what it already would be next year, even though he's not signed. His money next year is just dead money. It's money that's already been paid out to him due to like restructuring his contract, and stuff like that.
If you had to use that money other than for established players that we already have, what would you think we should pursue with that kind of money? Offensive
I'd say,
line?
yes, center.
Center? Anybody in mind? That's cap friendly?
Shredder.
Over tackle?
Jason.
Over tackle?
I'll say that over right tackle.
In as far as in the season right now, or
Yes.
next
Oh,
this
No,
season?
no.
Talking about right now. You got
Right
the money
now,
now. Yeah.
Yeah, I would looking at a center or a right tackle. It'd be the offensive line.
Anybody in mind that's out there that's cap friendly?
I like J.C. Treader
Okay.
at center.
Okay.
As for right tackle, I'm not sure who's out there.
Okay. Good answer though.
But my thing is this: don't you believe that Kyle Shanahan sees something in Jake Brendel and Brunskill to the point they're not looking outside from what they got?
Yes.
Just keep in mind.
I do. Yeah, I
Keep in
do.
mind-
No,
Keep in mind-
I agree with that. Yeah. Sorry.
No problem. Like, keep in mind, last training camp, Trey Lance and Jake Brendel, they've been building chemistry since last training camp.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So that's what gave me the leverage of knowing that Jake Brendel was going to have that position over Brunskill, because I was with Brunskill all the way because he's knowledgeable of the playbook and stuff like that. But being that I think Brendel is more athletic than Brunskill. I think that's why I think that's another reason why. I'm not gonna say that's why. I think that's another reason why they're well along with Jake Brendel.
Brendel also was with Trey all last season.
Yeah. Oh, what do you mean, like
as far as
he was second stream. He was second stream and second stream.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. That's what I'm talking about, our first lady. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
I have a question about knowing the playbook. Don't you expect there to be a drastic difference between the playbook between last year and this year with the talent we have this year versus last year?
Oh yeah.
So I
Not
don't
for
really
Trey
think, I
though.
don't really,
Not for Trey, but yeah, for general, but not for
in
Trey
general,
because
yeah.
Trey already had a
I think,
playbook that was kind of tailored to his skill set.
Right.
I totally
Yeah.
agree with you. I think that
Right.
But that doesn't mean Kyle wasn't still drawing up new plays for him though.
No, for
During the
sure, for
season.
sure.
Yeah. So
well, you
yeah.
gotta
No
I
doubt.
was
He's giving them a little bit at a time. He's bird feeding them, but it's still the same terminology, same schemaology.
okay.
just what you just said.
I made my
Please.
own word of
Yeah, I'm not trying
schemaology.
to say.
Yeah.
No, for real. I know I'm getting old and slow, but that right there, I'm
Yeah, you like that, right? I snuck it past y'all. I was wondering who kept
We have to
that.
get you
Hey,
a shirt.
seriously. Because I thought you were gonna say skibbity doo doo bop 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 afterwards, but I have no
Hey,
idea what you before, man.
I'm not as smooth as you. If I was as smooth as you, man,
Oh,
dance
I
on the
was
water and not get wet.
before.
Real quick,
I also,
Faithful Huddle. Our brother Ty Austin has a question for Jason. Jason, how much do you think we signed Mosley for?
I think Mosley, depending on the season, the kind of season he'll have, if he has this breakout season, we're looking at somewhere between what DJ Reed got, which is $11 million a year, to maybe what Charvarius Ward got, 13.5.
I think, to quote Kyle Shanahan, whatever it takes.
Yeah.
Yes,
I
whatever
like
it
that
takes.
too.
But yeah, 11 to 13.5 a year.
Whatever it takes. Big word up to Daniel Kelly.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Wow. Uncle Keith, check. Uncle Keith, can you do us the honors, Uncle Keith?
Yeah, I've been practicing all week to read these taglines. I'm ready now. Couldn't Kyle and John have a verbal agreement with some free agents out there like, hey, we want to get you, but we got to get some money off your books first? Who sent that? Chris Wall?
Yeah.
Me? If you say yes to that, isn't that illegal?
Yeah, pretty much. It's against the collective bargaining agreement. Yeah, tampering,
of course
basically.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
So my flat answer, I mean, you can answer it, but I'd say heck no. And if so, don't admit it.
Right. Yeah. It's against the CBA.
Yeah.
Against
I mean,
the
I'm
NFL
sure
rules.
everybody talks, but
Yeah.
But they don't openly meddle.
Right. You just got to try not to get caught.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Take some advice, Dolphins.
The difference between a caper and a crime is getting caught.
I was going to say to the Dolphins, perfect example.
Nice job, Dolphins.
Yeah.
Swim with the fishes.
Good luck this year, Dolphins.
Yeah.
Ty also said,
hold on. Let me do this one. This is me, all me. All ready? Uncle Pete is smooth and a wet ice cube. Lord, Lord, Lord. You know what, man?
You never lied. You never lied.
The next time I go on a date, I'm gonna use that. Your drink looks warm. Let me lay some ice on you.
And let us all know how that works out.
Yeah, please.
No, I don't kiss and tell. I kiss and yell.
Oh my God.
Hey, you just killed it,
Uncle K, don't forget about the young lady that's in that room with the drawers. Okay.
Now you gotta call out again. Routine.
Hey, what's cooler than being cool? Ice cold.
Ice cold, man.
Yo, Chris Wall says no agreement, but maybe a hey, we'll hit you up down the road.
Tell Chris Wall to go back and watch cartoons because right now he's trying to get us in a pigeonhole.
No, that's cool though. No, but don't hit me up though. I'm gonna call you. I'm gonna call you. Don't call me.
Don't call me. I'll call you.
That conversation has caused more divorces. Don't call me. I'll call you.
Yeah, I'm busy. Like, you know what I mean? I gotta hit you up.
Yeah,
that's how it works.
So
get up and caught up.
So Jason, let me ask you this: being that Ty had asked a question regarding Mosley, how much you think Jimmy Ward would get?
Good question.
I think at least what he got last time, $9.5 million. to
the same.
probably at least
For like two
least.
years.
I think he could probably get up to 13 million a year.
3
Really?
years, 2 years or 3.
I agree.
I think it could 3 to 4 year deal.
I agree.
Really?
You need to sign him up for that.
Is he almost? Is he 30?
Yeah, he up there.
Yeah, yes.
That's what I was saying. Like 2 years, maybe. You saying like 3 to 4 years?
It doesn't have to be a pure
Hey, but you
3
know
to
what?
4 year
We could,
contract. It could
Yeah,
be one of those deals where you can get out of it early.
On option contract.
Yeah,
I would say
yeah.
2 to 3 years, maybe 2 to 3
all I
years.
wanted
Yeah,
to say is
yeah.
like we're in a perfect
Hey, guys.
position.
First lady.
He's 31.
Okay.
Yeah, 2 years,
Okay.
2 to 3 years. That's all I was like. I don't know. I think 2 years, maybe.
Yeah, you're not gonna sign up for 4 years. And be
Yeah,
honest
that's all
with
like.
you.
That's all
Nah.
like.
But we're in a perfect position where we can be like, let's just see what you do this year, and then see
Yep.
if we can just try to replace you next year, or do we have to sign up for the maybe franchise
Agreed.
tag if that's dangling, or sign you for a 2-year deal.
Excuse me for just a minute. I got a
Agreed.
restaurant.
Yeah, no.
Pardon. Thanks. Oh God, that hurt.
Crash, you gotta teach my uncle how to mute and shut down his.
What's your camera?
Look, man, I keep it 100% natural.
Yeah, and he does, guys. He does, as you can see and hear. But but yeah. So Jason, you have any questions regarding for us regarding tomorrow's
Nah.
game?
No, just what are you guys looking forward to the most tomorrow?
Anybody?
I'm looking forward to this. Like I previously said before, I believe like Trey Lance is a gamer. I'm just looking forward to him. Every time I've ever watched him, and I watched him a lot of times, going to a lot of preseason games where he's got a lot of action in. He's good for one wow play almost a game, and I just want we'll probably see that one wow play before he gets out of there, and just stamping to the haters that are like, oh well, practice, like I was saying before. No, Trey Lance is a gamer. Forget about practice. He's probably practicing stuff that you want him to practice in practice. What a novel concept. That's what they call it. Practice. Practice some stuff that you're not going to do in the games.
Yeah.
You know, take a risk that you wouldn't want to take just to see where you stand, you know? So that's what I want to see.
I'm going to go with Trey Lance too. Last year I saw him in Arizona, and obviously watching him play against the Texans, I mean, it was like night and day. So I definitely believe that he's grown both in a leadership role and as well as his, like just what he does on the field. So I'm looking forward to seeing him tomorrow, and as far as, and even, the rest of the season.
Yeah, Chris Wall says, like Pew Warrior was saying, and also Jason was saying, Chris says he's looking forward to seeing our guys get off the field healthy. Yeah, we all want that, Chris. We definitely want all of that, To our faithful viewers, I was saying earlier, and I don't mind saying again, I'm looking forward to just seeing the first half with our starters. I just want to see chemistry and consistency, and I want to see rhythm. I just want to see rhythm. I want to see the consistency and chemistry and rhythm that we don't really see during training camp. I want to see it tomorrow night, and we should see it tomorrow night. I don't have to be any outstanding plays, but I want to see that chemistry. I want to see something great to the point that, like, yo, this is a possibility how our identity is going to look. You follow what I'm saying? Let's just say Trey Lance give us another unexpected slide. You feel what I'm saying? And it's for a for longer yardage. You'd be like, wow, yo, this guy, he has that instinct to slide to avoid a tackle, you know. So that's what I'm looking forward to, Jason, in regards to tomorrow. Honestly, I'm an open book regarding to our rookies. Like I mentioned, McCrary Ball and Quantrez Knight, and who else I had said? Drawing a blank. I think that's
West. Donovan West.
Donovan West, man.
Donovan West has been coming under the radar.
Yeah,
that guy's a beast.
Yeah.
We talked about him in the beginning of the season. I mean,
Yeah.
He's been playing guard though instead of center, but like he played at Arizona State.
Yeah, but he's going to be a keeper. He's going to be a keeper. Can I ask an over and under question?
Yeah, no doubt.
All right. One of the things we pride ourselves as the 49er fans is our defense. And what's going to make our defense really special with all the lateral talent we have is takeaways. So my over and under in the next preseason game, no matter what squad's out there, is 3 or under in takeaways. 3 over under 3 takeaways. Fumbles, interceptions, and I consider a blocked field goal a takeaway too.
Under.
Say that question again. I'm sorry, I was over here.
Over and under on takeaways by our defense
for tomorrow.
For tomorrow, yeah. I said the over and under number is 3, and I include a blocked field goal attempt.
I say under. You said 3 turnovers.
3 takeaways.
Yeah, under.
You said turnovers.
The reason that because okay.
I would say under.
Under?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go under.
I'll say under, yeah.
Yeah.
What do you think, Chris?
Under.
And I would love to get a line on that too. Like if somebody gave me a minus 140 for a 3 under 3, bro, I'm betting my whole life. I wouldn't be on the podcast no more if I lost this. I bet my whole house, everything, car.
Gracious.
Yeah, you confident, bro. Okay.
Well, the defense is not going to play for the whole game. It's not going to boast on all them guys.
Well, and also we know you got like 2 or 3 houses, so you can do that.
Nah, I don't. But I would bet everything I got, though.
He's tall enough for 3 houses.
Exactly, right?
6'5", make some time.
Oh man,
walking on down the line.
Uncle Keith, Chris Wall agreed with you. He said I would say 3 even personally.
Well, Chris Wall's a criminal. He wants to do 5 deals. Chris, we love you though, bro. We do.
Yeah.
But keep that shady stuff for
to bet everything, Chris Wall? Are you saying I shouldn't bet everything on this? Damn.
I'm trying to tell you, we got to get Chris on the line.
Yo, Chris Wall also said
you got me moving different.
I'll go over if we got all the starters on defense in there. That's what I'm talking about. This is going to be takeaway.
Yeah.
You know what? Then I think the prevailing thoughts, though, is we want to keep everybody as safe as possible because we're notorious for getting the key person hurt at the wrong time.
Yeah. Chris Wall was saying I actually want to see more of Purdy. I agree.
I totally agree.
I agree.
Yeah, me too.
And to add to what you just commented, Chris, I was saying if you had came later in our show, I was saying that I think Brock Purdy is going to make the team. I think he's going to make the team. I don't think he's going to be on special team. I think he's going to make the team. I really do. I think we're going to have 3 quarterbacks, in my humble opinion. What's up, Uncle Keith?
I totally agree with you. I'm higher on him than I am the Sudfeld. To be real honest with you. And I said that last week. Not that makes a difference, but I just think when you go from your starting quarterback like Trey, and your team is designed around that, it's very important to have somebody that can carry the same theme forward. Mm-hmm. Even if it's just, I think Purdy's special enough, and I'm going to say this, put it out there, to come in there for special plays. That's how. I
will say I agree with everything Uncle Keith says, but if Trey Lance goes down, man, it's over. I'm not gonna I'm gonna keep it real with them.
He's not on the level of Trey. I agree.
Hell yeah. Into existence, please.
First lady, go ahead, First Lady.
Let's not speak that into existence.
Yeah,
please.
yeah. When you said that, Jizzle, you kind of like. I hear what you're saying.
No, but we're talking about when he's saying it, he's saying like Trey Lance goes down, you need somebody to come in there and do the same thing. No, if that happens, it really doesn't matter. Come on.
I got me a fan in Chris Paul. I agree. I'll take Purdy over Cedric for sure. You know what, Chris? You can come comment anytime. You know what I'm saying, man? We're good. We're like 99 and 100, except we just need an extra one. Hey, Mr. Producer, we got a 5-minute warning there, partner.
So real quick, Uncle Keith, you agreed that we'll keep all 3 quarterbacks on the roster? Yes, no?
Yes. I'm sorry. Yes. I got
First
stuff.
lady, you agree we'll keep all 3? I know your answer, but you know.
Yes, I agree.
Jizzle, you agree that we'll keep all 3? Okay. All right. I myself, I agree. I know Jason said yes, but you know, I just gotta ask you, bro. Do you agree that we'll keep quarterbacks on the roster?
Purdy plays like he did the last couple weeks tomorrow. Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. Our GM Prez, do you agree that we'll keep all 3 quarterbacks on our roster?
No.
No doubt.
Well, no. Okay.
You said no?
Yeah, no.
Okay, cool.
Oh, can I read this one?
Yeah, no doubt.
Redfield looks like a Jimmy backup, while Purdy looks more like a Lance backup. Go ahead, Chris. I'm feeling you, bro. 99 and 100. We just need one.
That's what you just said.
All right, Mr. Producer, kick us to the hood, man. We got 5-minute warning.
Yeah, no doubt.
Take it on in.
So, let me see. So, Jason, again, thank you for your availability. Your support.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, man, no doubt.
Yeah.
Let me see.
Can I say something to Jason?
Yeah, no doubt.
Yes.
Jason, I used to have a theme when I was young and skinny. I would bark twice, and I would say, "Who let the dogs out?" And you brought that all home to me tonight. You know what I'm saying? The fact that they sounded like German Shepherds was kind of scary, though.
Yeah.
But you got the dog in me.
Yo, Uncle Keith, I was wondering why you had your arms up like that. I'm like, yo, why is his arms up like that?
Look, man, I'm over 50. We learned how to run a long time ago.
Yeah, well, yeah.
You hear the dogs barking. You don't come to see who's barking at who.
Yeah, because I thought that was your dog barking. I said, why you guys
my
arms
dog
up?
is 12 pounds. If I got to raise my hands, I need to get rid of my dog. Y'all right?
No, man. Y'all got to understand, these microphones pick up everything, man. So,
Yeah.
Now, I can almost hear that. Hey, Jason, where you coming from? You in the West Coast, East Coast, or Central?
New York.
Oh, shit. Go ahead now.
Okay. Who that?
Who playing that?
Me.
Sam Womack, this is for you.
Boom.
Hey, return to Womack. Return to Womack.
Oh, man.
Goodness gracious.
That's crazy. All right, so listen.
Oh.
Listen to that. I'm going lost over here.
What are your final thoughts?
Yeah. What are your final thoughts, guys? I got a lot of things going on over here.
My final thought is this has been my favorite show of all time.
Okay.
The reason for it is it was flowing. Jizzle, man, I don't know what you had, but keep a box of it. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, hey, Jizzle,
Somebody gets a shirt that says Skimology.
I'm trying to tell you now.
Cheers.
You know, and matter of fact, don't sell it. It's probably illegal. And Perez, you had a money man with you tonight, and you held it down, player. You really did, Mr. Producer. Thank you for following the flow, man. We love you. This was fun.
No doubt, man.
And First Lady. Keep being a good DJ. My final thoughts. Look forward to tomorrow night, guys.
What's your final thoughts, First Lady?
Awesome show. I agree with Uncle Keith. Keep the flow going. Go Niners.
Ty Austin, return to Michael Keith's theme song. There you go. It keeps me in the draws. I wasn't supposed to say that.
K. Jizzle representing the West Coast.
Fred, you're going to kill me.
Hey, I would just like to say, good having you on, Jason. I'm a long-time follower. You was teaching me stuff about the capology parts of it. a long time since I've been lurking and following you on Twitter for years, and I just would like to say, man, we're gonna see how the cuts go down, man. But if I ever got cut, or if I ever got, in a jam, I need Prez as my lawyer. Prez would be my lawyer, bro. Prez would be like, well, he'll find a way to get me out. He'll find a way to get me back home, bro. Like, that's what I want to know. That's what I know about him. He'll find a way to get me out. He couldn't have did it. He couldn't have did it because he don't even know how to go through a hole. Like, he'll find a way.
When it comes to Prez, all you gotta do is Google "We Outside LLC." Yo, he's a lawyer.
Yeah, and the LLC pops out. Okay, yes, bro. I'm hit your line, Prez. I'm hit your line, bro. If I'm ever in the need, bro, because you'll find a way. You find a way to argue for me, bro.
Prez is a Renaissance man. He's the truth, and he does his own laundry. Come on now, he got the whole package.
All I'm gonna say is you gotta have the best lawyer, bro, when you always out the box.
Hey, I need you, bro. I need to be outside. Bro. I'm gonna get you, bro. You gonna argue for me, bro. Even if I look like a bum, you gonna be like, well, he ain't a bum. He was just holding the sign that said he was a bum, but he's not a bum.
Yeah, get me a match.
You're on the screen.
I'm sorry.
I need that, bro. I need those Popeye biscuits, bro.
Prez, what's your final thoughts, bro?
I mean, yeah, ready to see the game tomorrow, man. Last one, and then they matter. So we'll see how it go.
Okay. All right. Jason, what's your final thoughts, bro?
Just thank you guys for having me on here. I had a blast. Anytime you guys want me to come on, I'm up for it.
Absolutely.
And can't wait for tomorrow's game. Go Niners.
Yes.
And we
go Niners.
Before we sign off, I'm gonna post up this comment from Chris Wall. Uncle Keith, you can do us the honors.
Absolutely. Final thoughts. Let's enjoy the Niners football and keep an eye on these bubble players. Stay healthy and rest. Get healthy by week 1 and shock the league this season. Come on now. They're not ready for the 49ers.
Yeah,
they're not ready, bro. They're not ready.
They're
really not ready, bro. I feel like we're going to take the whole league by storm.
Chris, thanks for all your comments tonight, man. We really appreciate it. You really added to the show.
Yeah, absolutely.
Debo.
Oh, Debo. Oh.
Somebody say me a sermon.
That was a Prez right there, too.
Oh, man. Listen.
Fun.
To our faithful huddle, I love each and every one of you. Thank you for being you. Y'all know what's up. To our faithful viewers, God bless you. As always, thank you for your availability, your time, and your support of our show. It wouldn't be exciting without you all. God bless you all. Thank you. Faithful huddle, you know how we do. We about
John boy.
We about to get out of here.
Go Niners.
Yep.
See you next week.
I know.
Go Niners.
Again, Jason, thank you, bro.
Yeah, thank you.
Go Niners. We out of here, guys. God bless.
Blessings.